What's up YouTube, welcome back to MMOSWORLD. We are bringing you another recap of all the major MMO news that happened throughout the week, so sit tight and soak it in. We are starting the news this week with Digital Extremes' Warframe. There's a couple of big news that happened over the last week for Warframe, and the first one from TennoCon, which is their annual convention, is that Warframe will be coming to the Nintendo Switch console. This is great news for those of you that want to play Warframe on the go on your Nintendo Switch. The second big piece of news for Warframe is that they have now announced a brand new expansion called Fortuna. The Fortuna expansion will feature, of course, a brand new map. There's going to be hoverboards, which is going to be interesting. And in addition to that, there's going to be some tweaks and updates to the core base game as well, like introducing 2 new Warframe. And then there's going to be space combat. There's going to be a ship-to-ship battle system where you can play with your friends, and we are really looking forward to see how this plays out for Warframe. Onwards now, and Epic Games and Fortnite has just launched Season 5 and its Battle Pass this week. There's a new Viking ship, a desert outpost, and ancient statues popping all over the map on the island, and there's fun to be had for you and your squad too, with a brand new vehicle, the all-terrain cart, which can ferry you and up to 3 other players across the map with ease. The new season and the new battle pass is going to be packed with over 100 new rewards, and it's going to cost 950 V-Bucks, so straight away you can get into the game, start playing, and earn all these new exclusive outfits. Moving on, and sticking with the Battle Royale theme, there is a new Battle Royale game that has just launched into early access this week, and it's called Islands of Nyne, spelled N-Y-N-E. This is a game from Define Human Studios that have been in production since 2015, and the premise of this game actually looks really cool. It reminds me a lot of Crysis, but in a modern Battle Royale setting. The game will offer solos, duos, and squad game modes. As for the gameplay itself, it's really fast-paced in terms of action, and the cool thing is, the overall gameplay provides anything from parkour playrooms to zero-G combat. That's pretty interesting and quite fresh for the genre, we have to say. Elsewhere, another game that's kinda similar to Battle Royale, but it's not exactly Battle Royale, is REND. Now, you may have heard of this game from last year, but REND is ready to hit Steam Early Access at the end of July. REND, of course, is made by Frostcape Studios, which is formed by veterans of World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and League of Legends. You can start playing REND on July the 31st, and it's going to cost $29.99 USD. If you need a quick refresher about what REND is about, well, it is an open sandbox world that takes place on this area where 3 factions have to fight in this beautiful, brutal world to experience its fierce Norse-inspired battles and gameplay. It has RPG mechanics, factional combat, sandbox elements, win and loss conditions, and it really feels like a big faction style war. So it's kind of have that MMORPG feel to it, but it's not exactly an MMORPG because there's nothing theme park about it. So keep your eye on REND if you really want to check it out. And finally, this week, in terms of noteworthy news, another MMO, another sandbox MMO, Life is Feudal, has received its first major update since launch. Now, we all know that Life is Feudal released earlier in the year, and after some time fixing bugs and adding tweaks and all this stuff, they have now put out a proper major update. First off, the new additions is uniting the game world, so players can now travel freely between game worlds once a week for regular players. Of course, you can do this more if you are a premium member. Regardless of which area you reside in, global chat and trade posts will be cross-realm too. Secondly comes the arrival of the PvP arena. Life is Feudal players can now take part in ranked PvP skirmishes that supports up to 20 players. Each round is about 12 minutes, and you'll have unlimited resurrection with no skill loss. There's a bunch more stuff that came with the major patch, so I highly recommend going to lifeisfeudal.com and checking out all the new stuff that has come out with this first major update. And that wraps up our MMO news recap for the week. For more MMO news as it happens, head on over to our website at MMOSWorld.com. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to MMOSWorld for more content. As ever, I'm Aiden from MMOSWorld, signing out.